In the heart of Romania, nestled at the base of the Carpathian Mountains, lay the small village of Valea Mării. But this summer, an unending drought has left its people desperate and thirsty. The fields are cracked and barren, the rivers reduced to trickles. Hope fades as the scorching sun beats down, unrelenting. But there was one villager who would not give up hope. Ion, a brave shepherd boy, knew of a legend, a tale of a Solomonar, a mysterious weather wizard who could summon rain. With courage in his heart, Ion set off on a journey to find this wizard. After hours of climbing, Ion found himself standing before the mouth of a dark, hidden cave. Within, he found the legendary Solomonar, Aaron, an elderly wizard with a fierce, mystical presence. With Ion's plea and persistence, Aaron agrees to help the village. Together, they climb the highest mountain peak, where Aaron begins an ancient ritual. As he chants, dark clouds gather and the wind howls. But Ion's fear interrupts the ritual, causing the storm to grow wild and uncontrollable. Instead of bringing life, the storm unleashes chaos. Lightning strikes, hail pelts the ground, and rivers overflow. Realizing his mistake, Ion apologizes, but Aaron warns him of the storm's curse. It is no longer under his control. To calm the storm, Aaron explains they must capture the storm's heart. Aaron's loyal dragon, Straya, will carry them into the eye of the storm. Together, Ion and Aaron mount Straja and soar into the clouds, facing spectral spirits protecting the storm's cursed core. With a fierce battle against the storm's spirits, they reach the glowing heart. Aaron performs a binding spell, and with Ion's help, the storm dissipates, leaving gentle rain to fall upon Valea Mării, bringing life back to the village. Back in the village, Ion learns a valuable lesson from Aaron. The power of nature is not to be taken lightly. With gratitude, Ion watches Aaron and Straya fade into the mountains, leaving a gentle rain over the land and a story he would tell for years to come.
The Solomonari, known as weather wizards in Romanian folklore, are powerful, mysterious sorcerers believed to have the ability to control the forces of nature, control the weather, causing rain, thunder, or hailstorms. This figure is central to Romanian mythology, representing fear and respect for natural elements, particularly in the agricultural regions where weather is vital for survival. The Solomonari are said to be chosen from birth. According to legend, a child destined to become a Solomonar will display unique traits, such as unusual physical marks, being born during a storm, or showing early signs of magical potential. These children are believed to be taken away at a young age to be trained in the mystical arts, often by an older Solomonar or a supernatural entity. The training is rigorous, taking place in secluded mountain caves, deep forests, or hidden monasteries. This initiation process is deeply mystical, involving intense discipline and an immersion in sacred teachings. A Solomonar is not just a weather wizard, but a figure of deep spiritual and magical knowledge, entrusted with ancient secrets on manipulating nature's forces. An additional belief says they became the devil's students, either being instructed by him or becoming a servant to his commands. They were taught at the devil's school, which was situated underground, and that the students avoided the rays of the sun for the 7-year duration of their study. The Solomonari are known primarily for their control over the weather. They can summon rain, hail, thunderstorms, and snow. In times of drought, they can bring rain, ensuring the fields and rivers remain fertile and alive. But when angered or paid to bring misfortune, they can unleash hail and destructive storms, damaging crops and endangering villages. One of their most iconic powers is the ability to ride dragons or other mythical creatures, which they summon to travel through the skies as they wield the elements. These dragons are sometimes described as fiery or serpentine, carrying the Solomonari across the lands as they decide the fates of those below. Despite their powers, Solomonari are often seen as reclusive, mysterious figures. They are considered both protectors and potential threats, depending on the community's relationship with them. It's said that a village that treats a Solomonar with respect may find favor with him, ensuring good weather and protection. But for communities that disrespect or wrong a Solomonar, harsh weather or agricultural devastation may follow. In some versions of the tale, the Solomonari is seen as a monk-like figure who only appears in villages in times of need or as a warning. Villagers might offer them food, drink, and other gifts to appease them, as failing to do so could bring disaster. The Solomonari's relationship with their mythical dragon is central to their legend. According to tradition, this dragon is bound to the Solomonar, serving as both a steed and a conduit for the sorcerer's powers. The Solomonari's rituals to summon storms or bring rain often involve calling upon this creature, using chants, incantations, and sacred items passed down from teacher to apprentice. It's believed that during particularly violent thunderstorms, a Solomonar is riding his dragon through the sky, stirring the clouds and directing the lightning. Solomonari are considered part of a larger supernatural realm. They interact with otherworldly beings, spirits, and sometimes gods, which grants them unique insights into both the physical and spiritual worlds. Their wisdom allows them to manipulate not just the weather, but also people's perceptions and emotions. This connection to the supernatural often means that the Solomonari are both respected and feared. Some believe that looking directly at a Solomonar or crossing paths with him can invite bad luck or curses unless one takes certain protective measures, like carrying garlic or iron objects. One popular tale tells of a Solomonar who saved a village from drought. In a year of unrelenting heat, when crops began to wither and rivers dried up, the villagers sought out the reclusive Solomonar who lived in the mountains. After a long journey, they found him meditating by a secluded stream. Moved by their plight, the Solomonar agreed to help, but warned the villagers not to look upon him or his dragon when he summoned the storm. As he returned to the village with thunderclouds overhead, a curious child peeked out from a window. The Solomonar's dragon, sensing the gaze, grew furious, and a violent storm followed, causing minor damage. The Solomonar, hurt by the betrayal of trust, vanished forever. Afterward, the villagers enjoyed months of rain, but the Solomonar never returned. The Solomonari are still remembered as guardians of ancient wisdom, holding a unique place in Romanian folklore. They represent the duality of nature's beauty and terror, the promise of life-giving rain and the threat of destruction through hail and storm. They serve as reminders of humanity's delicate relationship with nature, especially in agricultural communities that depend on the weather for survival. Over the centuries, the story of the Solomonari has evolved, blending elements of Christianity, pagan beliefs, and cultural lore. While some see the Solomonari as purely mythical, others view them as historical figures, monks, or even early scientists who understood nature's forces. In the modern world, the Solomonari represent the mystical connection people once felt to the earth, weather, and the unexplained forces around them. Their story endures, reminding people of the awe-inspiring power of nature, and of those who might control it.
Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe.